Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy Who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. So this is part two. Um, D.O.A. Death of Analytics. I'm showing you a flaw in each analytic stat, and it basically explaining to you why analytics are the last thing I take into consideration when I'm ranking players. Defensive box plus minus. One of the worst analytic stats. Defensive box plus minus basically is a measure that is the difference per 100 possessions in points allowed with the player on court versus off the court. Basically, how many points is allowed when you're on the court versus off the court. The accuracy of this measure varies depending upon how often the player is on the floor, so how many minutes they play, and who is on the floor with them. So it could be me on the floor with Scottie Pippen, Ben Wallace, uh, uh, Gary Payton, and Tim Duncan, and I have the second box plus minus of all time. That don't mean I'm a great defender, and that don't mean I'm a good defender. That means when I'm on the court, it could be whoever I'm around. That means the lineup that I'm with is a great defensive lineup, not necessarily me. Now this is where I'm about to blow it out the water. This is where I'm about to blow this out the water. Okay, I don't got time for that. Nope. So David Robinson has the highest defensive box plus minus of all time. Do we think he's the greatest defensive player of all time? No. He's damn good. Don't get me wrong, but that does not mean, you feel me? That does not mean that he's a great defender. That means whatever lineup he was in, that's not how you just. This is not the end all be all how you calculate. Oh well, look at his defensive box plus minus. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you could give up less points when you on the court than when you off the court, right? But it could be due to the lineup that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Or the fact that you're a center and the fact that you're a center and could be the only big man on there. Now, Nikola Jokic has fifth the fifth all time in defense box plus minus, higher than Ben Wallace. So you're telling me he contributed to less points being scored on them when he was on the court than when he was off the court than Ben Wallace, right? So he was more impactful on the defensive end than Ben Wallace, according to uh according to the defensive box plus minus. They scored less points when Nikola Jokic was on the floor than when Ben Wallace was on the floor for his team. I'm just saying, Tree Rollins, higher defensive box plus minus than Hakeem Olajuwon. Same difference. This has been Who is Hendo with another video exposing the death of analytics. I'm out.